This video, the fifth in a reframing topic series, are my humble opinions, and motivated from experience and knowledge gathered through interacting with many people sharing common emotional signs, indicating a need for improved self-discipline and self-control. My sincere hope is paying forward those shared experiences to inspire further enrichment of life.
Over time, a lack of self-discipline can affect your overall well-being and confidence. This video will expose you to Chapter 1 – Historical References of Importance. Chapter 2 – Defining what it is. Chapter 3 – Nature's Design to Teach it. Chapter 4 – Know it to teach it. Chapter 5 – Value of Strengthening. Chapter 6 – Roadblocks. Chapter 7 – Building. Chapter 8 – Believe. Let us get started.
The Bible's reference. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity or cowardice or fear, but He has given us a spirit of power and of love and of sound judgment and personal discipline. Abilities that result in a calm, well-balanced mind and self-control. According to various Bibles, God did not gift us with fear. We are gifted with the power of self-discipline and the freedom to choose. Belief in something greater than oneself, such as God or a higher power, can significantly support self-discipline by providing moral guidance, fostering resilience, motivating personal growth, and offering a supportive community. For many individuals, faith serves as a foundational element that enhances their ability to maintain disciplined behaviors and lead purposeful lives. Historical figures reference. The concept of self-discipline is deeply rooted in ancient philosophical and religious traditions. Socrates' philosophical dialogues, Confucius' teachings, and Stoic philosophy all provide early and influential references to the importance of self-discipline in achieving personal and ethical goals. Socrates, the Greek philosopher 470 to 399 BC, taught idea of self-control or ability to control one's own action and emotions was an important aspect of living a fulfilling and meaningful life. It enables decision-making that are in line with our values and goals, rather than being swayed by our passions or impulses. He believes it is a key component of wisdom and virtue, and to live a good life should be cultivated. Being mindful and clear sense of purpose is foundational to the journey, strengthening self-control. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome from 161 to 18 AD, in his autobiographical writings, offered a number of key insights to build self-discipline. 1. Finding your purpose. 2. Count on yourself to cement your desires. Quench your appetite. Keep your mind centered on your pursuit. 3. Show up each day to pursue, action by action, and be content with tackling small and progress towards greater value self-discipline. 4. Strengthen through the realization you have power over your mind and not outside events, while eliminating the whining over that ladder. 5. Live up to nature's purpose of doing and experiencing. Avoid quick, short-lived gratification for greater and long-lasting reward accomplishments. 6. Know the souls of your critics to realize their opinion has no value for anxiety. 7. Socialize and emulate those of good character and willing to help you with your personal journey. 8. Honestly review your day and growing characteristics from building self-discipline, self-control, and self-correction. Studies reference. There are numerous studies available to explore how physical and mental self-discipline influence various aspects of health, behavior, achievement, and overall well-being. They provide insights into effective strategies for improving self-discipline and fostering positive outcomes across different domains of life. Diamond, 2013, on how disciplined cognitive control processes, such as inhibition, working memory, and cognitive flexibility, influence decision-making, problem-solving, and academic achievement. Beckera, 2005 research explores the neurological mechanisms underlying impulse control and its role in self-regulation, addiction prevention, and risk-taking behaviors. Kabat-Zinn, 1990. Hoffman, 2012, on disciplined emotional regulation techniques, such as mindfulness meditation and cognitive reappraisal, are studied for their effectiveness in reducing stress, anxiety, and improving emotional well-being. Duckworth, 2007, on how self-discipline, including study habits, time management, and academic goal setting, is linked to improved educational outcomes such as grades, standardized test scores, and graduation rates. Mischel, 2011, on longitudinal studies tracking the development of self-discipline across childhood and adolescence, identifying predictors of academic success and life outcomes. Wood, 2002, studies in behavior change and habit formation explores the mechanisms behind disciplined behavior, habit formation, and strategies for breaking unhealthy habits.
Chapter 2: Defining what it is. The 3 self-C's: continuous improvement. Self-correction, automatically adjusting to or correcting mistakes, malfunctions, etc., refers to the process by which individuals identify and rectify their own mistakes or inaccuracies. It involves self-awareness and the ability to adjust actions or thinking to improve. Self-discipline, discipline and training of oneself, usually for improvement. This is a broader concept that involves consistently taking actions that align with your long-term goals and values, even when you don't feel like it. It's about maintaining a structured approach to achieving goals and sticking to a plan. It requires planning, organization, and the ability to delay gratification over a longer period. Self-control, control or restraint of oneself or one's action, feelings, etc. This refers to the ability to regulate your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in the face of temptations and impulses. It's about resisting immediate urges and staying focused on long-term goals. Often involves moment-to-moment decisions where you consciously resist short-term gratification for the sake of longer-term benefits. It typically requires a high degree of mental effort and can be influenced by factors like stress levels and fatigue. Self-control, self-discipline, and self-correction are interrelated processes that together contribute to personal effectiveness and growth. Self-control helps manage immediate impulses, self-discipline provides the structure for achieving long-term goals, and self-correction allows for ongoing improvement and refinement of behaviors. Interconnectivity with spirituality. For many, spirituality provides a framework that supports and enhances their ability to cultivate self-discipline. Spiritual beliefs provides a strong sense of purpose and meaning, which can motivate disciplined behavior. Spiritual practices emphasize mindfulness and self-reflection, which can help individuals become more aware of their impulses and better manage their behavior. Spirituality often involves adhering to certain values or ethical principles, which can guide disciplined actions and decisions. Regular spiritual practices, such as meditation or prayer, can foster habits of discipline and consistency. Knowledge builds on itself and interconnected to other related area insights, which may enhance or shift your perspective and introduce tools for your goals. Check out the other interconnected reframing videos, like Reframing, Search for Spirituality, links provided at the end of this video.
Chapter 3: Nature's Design to Teach It. Teaching self-discipline. Nature shows us animals demonstrate self-discipline and teach their offspring primarily through a combination of innate behaviors and learned experiences, preparing them for survival and success in their habitats. People strive to apply similar ways animal parents foster self-discipline in their young, just not as successful. Modeling behavior that are beneficial or necessary for survival. Offspring learn by observing and mimicking their parents' actions. Structured play among other youngling serves not only for socialization, but also for learning boundaries, rules of engagement, and practicing self-control in a safe environment. Reward and punishment to reinforce desired behaviors. However, people use different techniques where animals may nip, withhold attention, or food temporarily to discourage undesirable behaviors. Teaching survival skills such as nesting, hunting, foraging, and avoiding predators are processes involving learning when and how to act, demonstrating self-discipline and waiting for the right moment. Social structure to live within groups with hierarchical structures and rules. The young learn self-discipline through interactions with other group members, respecting dominance hierarchies, and understanding social cues. Gradual independence as offspring mature. Parents gradually encourage independence by allowing them to explore, make decisions, and learn from their experiences while still providing guidance and protection. Why do human parents find it more difficult than animals to teach their young? Animal parents, when young, benefit from generational passed down, consistent teaching of self-discipline, which they apply to their young in the same manner. Human parents, however, often bring their own experiences and backgrounds into parenting and teaching self-discipline. If a parent did not fully learn or internalize certain lessons of behaviors from their own upbringing, it may affect their ability to effectively teach these concepts to their children. In addition, humans involve a greater degree of cognitive and emotional dimensions, cultural, social, and individual differences, which leads to variation in how self-discipline is taught and learned. How can human parents be more successful in teaching self-discipline to their young? To enhance their effectiveness in teaching self-discipline, human parents can draw on strategies observed in the animal kingdom while adapting them to human complexity to foster self-discipline in their children more effectively. While considering the unique aspects of human development, like animals, consistent reinforcement of rules and expectations helps children understand and internalize self-discipline. Establishing clear and predictable routines can be beneficial. Demonstrate self-discipline through your actions. Children learn a lot by observing their parents, so practicing the behaviors you want to instill in them can be effective. Allow children to experience the natural consequences of their actions where safe and appropriate. This helps them understand the direct impact of their behavior on themselves and others. Reward self-discipline and good behavior. Positive reinforcement encourages children to repeat desired behaviors. Set clear and achievable expectations for behavior and communicate them effectively. This helps children understand what is expected and why it is important. Provide emotional support and understanding, as human children need to develop emotional regulation skills alongside self-discipline. This includes helping them navigate frustration and setbacks. Gradually increase the complexity of tasks and expectations, allowing children to build self-discipline step by step. Key distinctions in physical correction. While both animal physical correction and human corporal punishment involve physical interactions between caregivers and offspring, they differ significantly in intent, context, severity, and developmental impact. Human parenting practices are guided by ethical and psychological considerations that often prioritize nonviolent methods of discipline and positive reinforcement. Parents may find the need to strengthen self-discipline to successfully apply physical correction to achieve long-term positive results. Animal physical correction is primarily aimed at redirecting behavior or conveying signals within the natural hierarchy or social structure of the species. It is not driven by anger, punishment, or a desire to cause harm, but rather to teach boundaries or enforce social norms. Animal physical corrections are typically gentle and non-injurious, serving as a communication tool rather than a means of inflicting pain or punishment. The aim is to guide behavior and ensure the safety and cohesion of the group. Human corporal punishment is subject to cultural norms, legal regulations, and ethical debates regarding its effectiveness and potential harm to children's development. It involves deliberate physical force with the intent to cause discomfort or pain as a consequence for perceived misbehavior. Corporal punishment in humans has been associated with negative psychological effects, including increased aggression, lower self-esteem, and impaired parent-child relationships. Animal physical corrections, on the other hand, are adapted to the natural behaviors and developmental needs of the species and do not carry the same psychological implications.
Chapter 4: Know it to teach it. What if human parent lacks self-discipline to teach their young? If an adult parent struggles with self-discipline, it can be more challenging to teach it to their children, but it's still possible. Parents can work on developing their own self-discipline through personal growth activities, such as setting small, manageable goals, and practicing self-control and self-correction in various aspects of their life. Engaging in parenting classes, counseling, or support groups can provide parents with tools and strategies to improve their own self-discipline and parenting skills. Even if a parent is not fully disciplined, showing a commitment to personal improvement and acknowledging their efforts can be a powerful lesson for children. By addressing their own challenges and focusing on creating a supportive environment, parents can still effectively teach their children self-discipline. What if one of the two parents struggle with personal self-discipline? When one parent has strong self-discipline and the other struggles, their dynamics take on another layer and can have both positive and negative impacts on teaching children self-discipline. Positive impacts require a team parent approach. More on this available in the ReFraming Woe.Man video. The disciplined parent can serve as a strong role model, demonstrating effective self-discipline and setting a positive example for the children. The disciplined parent can guide and support the other parent in developing better self-discipline, potentially improving the overall family environment. The disciplined parent can maintain consistency in rules and expectations in areas they oversee, helping to create a more stable framework for the children. Challenges. The children might receive mixed messages if the undisciplined parent's behavior conflicts with the rules and expectations set by the disciplined parent. Differences in discipline styles might lead to conflicts between parents, which can create confusion or stress for children. If the undisciplined parent fails to support or follow through with mutually agreed to approach, it can undermine the efforts of the disciplined parent and weaken the overall results in teaching the children self-discipline, which could have fatal consequences.
Chapter 5: Value of Strengthening. Addressing the signs you need to build self-discipline is the value. Knowing how makes you a better teacher of your young. Minimizing the risk your children will struggle through life with self-discipline, or worse, suffer from injury or death as a result. Recognizing the need to work on self-discipline often involves noticing patterns of procrastination, distractions, inconsistency, and impulse control issues, receiving external feedback, and engaging in self-reflection. Addressing these signs can help individuals identify areas for improvement and take steps to develop stronger self-discipline. Here are common indicators that suggest someone might need to improve their self-discipline. Struggling in reaching personal or professional goals despite effort, indicated by frequently delaying tasks or putting off important activities, and consistently missing deadlines or falling short of goals. Difficulty maintaining focus and avoiding distractions, indicated by frequently interrupted by unrelated activities or interruptions, and inability to complete tasks efficiently or effectively. Lack of adherence to planned routines or habits, indicated by difficulty maintaining consistent daily routines and regularly skipping important tasks or activities due to lack of commitment. Struggling to manage immediate desires or impulses, indicated by making hasty decisions without considering long-term consequences. And difficulty resisting short-term temptations that conflict with long-term goals, such as overeating or excessive spending. External observations or feedback highlighting areas for improvement, indicated by receiving feedback from supervisors, peers, or mentors about lack of discipline or follow-through. And noticing patterns in performance reviews indicating issues with discipline or consistency. Personal realization or introspection about areas needing improvement, indicated by recognizing personal patterns of behavior that undermine progress or effectiveness. And reflecting on past goals and realizing that lack of discipline hindered achievement. Obstacles in personal growth and self-improvement efforts, indicated by struggling to stick to personal development plans or habits, such as learning new skills or adopting healthier habits, and feeling stagnant or unfulfilled in areas where improvement is desired. Emotional signs. Recognizing emotional signs can be a crucial first step in identifying the need for enhanced self-discipline. Addressing these emotions and understanding their connection to discipline challenges can help in developing strategies to improve self-control, maintain focus, and achieve more love and happiness in life. Frequent feelings of frustration or anger due to unmet goals or inability to stick to plans, indicated by becoming easily frustrated or angry when tasks are delayed or goals are not achieved, and feeling irritable when resisting immediate temptations or when required to adhere to disciplined routines. Feelings of guilt or regret about past actions or failures to follow through on commitments, indicated by experiencing guilt for not adhering to plans or for procrastinating, and feeling remorseful about missed opportunities or failed goals due to lack of discipline. Feeling overwhelmed or stressed due to disorganization or failure to manage responsibilities effectively, indicated by high levels of anxiety related to falling behind on tasks or not meeting deadlines, and experiencing stress from poor time management and the resulting chaotic schedule. Emotional fatigue or lack of motivation to pursue goals or engage in productive activities, indicated by feeling indifferent or uninterested in tasks that were once important, and experiencing a lack of enthusiasm or energy to engage in disciplined activities. Doubts about one's ability to achieve goals or maintain consistent effort, indicated by questioning one's capabilities or feeling inadequate in meeting personal or professional goals, and avoiding tasks due to a fear of not being able to complete them effectively. Feeling frustrated or disappointed with oneself for not maintaining self-control or following through on plans, indicated by engaging in negative self-talk about one's inability to stick to routines or goals, and feeling despondent about the inability to change habits or maintain discipline. Experiencing fluctuating emotions due to difficulties in maintaining consistent behavior, indicated by noticeable swings in mood related to challenges in managing impulses or maintaining discipline, indicated by intense emotional reactions when faced with the need to adhere to a disciplined approach or when experiencing setbacks.
Chapter 6: Roadblocks. Addressing self-discipline challenges involves understanding individual needs, setting realistic goals, and implementing strategies that foster self-discipline effectively. Support from family, peers, educators, and mentors can also play a crucial role in nurturing disciplined behaviors across all stages of life. Common across all age groups includes lack of motivation from unclear goals, perceived lack of rewards or incentives, and insufficient intrinsic motivation to sustain disciplined behaviors. Negative self-talk from internal beliefs, self-doubt, and negative thinking patterns that undermine confidence and perseverance. Environmental factors of disorganized living or workspaces, chaotic schedules, and distractions that disrupt focus and discipline. And limited support systems lacking encouragement, role models, or resources that promote and reinforce disciplined habits. Different age groups have variation of factors that may hinder progress. Children and preteens may lack parental guidance, inconsistent or ineffective parenting styles that do not emphasize structure, boundaries, or positive reinforcement. Limited understanding during development stage of long-term consequences, impulsivity, and reliance on immediate gratification. Pressure to conform to peer behaviors and attitudes, which may not always align with disciplined habits. Challenges related to attention deficit disorders, learning disabilities, or developmental delays that affect focus and organization. Teenagers are exposed to influence from friends and social circles that prioritize immediate enjoyment over long-term goals. Struggle with balancing newfound autonomy with responsibilities, leading to rebellion or avoidance of structured routines. Uncertainty about future aspirations or academic career paths can diminish motivation for disciplined efforts. Excessive use of smartphones, social media, and online entertainment that disrupt study habits and time management. Adults' factors are heightened by responsibility demands and patterns developed over a long period. High stress levels, long work hours, and demanding careers that leave little energy or time for personal discipline outside of work. Established patterns of behavior, such as sedentary lifestyles, poor dietary choices, or substance use, that are difficult to change. Difficulty prioritizing tasks, managing time effectively, and overcoming the tendency to delay important actions. Chronic stress, overwhelm, and lack of self-care practices that undermine motivation and resilience. Managing debt, financial instability, and living paycheck to paycheck can hinder efforts to save, budget, or invest wisely. Elderly factors are influenced by aging body and diminishing long-term relationships. Physical limitations, chronic pain, or cognitive decline that affect energy levels, mobility, and engagement in disciplined activities. Limited opportunities for social interaction, which can reduce motivation for maintaining routines and activities. Coping with loss of loved ones, retirement, or changes in health that impact emotional well-being and motivation. Lack of familiarity with digital devices and online resources that could support continued learning and engagement. Reliance on others for daily care and routines can diminish personal autonomy and initiative.
Chapter 7. Building. Infants and youth build self-discipline through the teaching of their parents and guardians. The degree of success correlates to the teacher's self-discipline strength. We discussed in Chapter 3 how the disciplined parent can guide and support the other parent in developing better self-discipline, potentially improving the overall family environment. How you teach self-discipline may be used as strategies for self-strengthening, using a combination of modeling behavior, setting expectations, and providing support. In teaching, demonstrate self-discipline in your own behavior, such as managing time well, handling stress, and sticking to commitments. Establish consistent rules and guidelines for behavior, ensuring understanding what is expected and the reasons behind the rules. Provide level-appropriate tasks and responsibilities to learn managing their time and obligations. Praise and reward for demonstrating self-discipline and achieving goals as positive reinforcement, encouraging continued behavior. Help them develop strategies to deal with challenges and setbacks, building their ability to handle difficult situations calmly and thoughtfully. Provide consistent daily routines to help understand expectations and develop habits that reinforce self-discipline. Allow for making choices within boundaries to foster decision-making skills and helps them understand the consequences of their actions. Encourage to wait for rewards or complete tasks before enjoying privileges to build patience and self-control. When appropriate, let them experience the natural consequences of their actions, teaching them about responsibility and the impact of their behavior. Offer guidance and support as they develop self-discipline, being patient and understanding, recognizing that it's a gradual process. Engage in conversations about their goals and the steps needed to achieve them, helping them understand the importance of self-discipline in reaching their objectives. Encourage them to view challenges as opportunities to grow and learn, as a growing mindset helps them stay motivated and resilient. Provide a well-organized environment with clear expectations can help stay focused and disciplined. Help to reflect on their behavior and its outcomes, discussing what went well and what could be improved. Demonstrate how to manage emotions like frustration or anger in a constructive way, learning self-discipline through observing how you handle your emotions. Use tools like planners or visual schedules to help them to manage their time effectively, teaching how to balance different responsibilities. Encourage regular sleep, physical activity, and healthy eating, as these contribute to better self-regulation and focus. Allow for practicing self-discipline in various contexts, such as completing work, participating in extracurricular activities, or managing chores. Support them in persisting through challenges and setbacks, reinforcing that effort and resilience lead to success. Maintain open lines of communication and discuss their goals, challenges, and successes, and offer guidance and support. How you would teach are a mix of strategies and mind shifts you may apply for your personal development. Define what you want to achieve and make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that help keep you focused. Break your goals into smaller, manageable tasks to outline a clear plan for how to tackle each task. Develop daily habits and routines that align with your goals, and be consistent to help reinforce self-discipline. Identify and remove distractions or temptations that could derail your progress, and regularly track your progress towards your goals, helping you stay motivated and adjust your plan if needed. Strengthen your ability through mindfulness and reflection to resist immediate temptations in favor of long-term rewards. Share your goals with someone you trust or use tools to hold yourself accountable. Recognize and reward your achievements, no matter how small, to reinforce positive behavior. Treat failures as learning opportunities and analyze what went wrong and how you can improve. Set intentions and realistic goals for your journey. Practice and cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the experiences, fostering a sense of contentment and appreciation. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Recognizing setbacks are natural parts of the journey that you need to approach with resilience and view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Focus on high-impact tasks that contribute most to your goals. Prioritizing helps you use your time and energy more effectively. High stress can undermine self-discipline. Practice stress management techniques like exercise, meditation, or hobbies. Stay healthy. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and adequate sleep can improve your mental and physical resilience, making it easier to stay disciplined. Reinforce your self-discipline with positive self-talk and affirmations that build confidence and motivation. Sometimes maintaining self-discipline means turning down activities or requests that don't align with your goals. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and can provide encouragement and advice. Be open to adjusting your plans as needed. Flexibility allows you to adapt and overcome obstacles without losing momentum.
Chapter 8. Believe. Believe that you can develop self-discipline through effort and persistence. And remember from Chapter 1, according to various Bibles, God did not gift us with fear. We are gifted with the power of self-discipline and the freedom to choose. Many draw a connection between spirituality and self-discipline. Spiritual practices often involve principles and routines that promote self-control, focus, and intentionality. Spiritual beliefs can provide a strong sense of purpose and meaning, which can motivate disciplined behavior. Many spiritual practices emphasize mindfulness and self-reflection, which can help individuals become more aware of their impulses and better manage their behavior. Spirituality often involves adhering to certain values or ethical principles, which can guide disciplined actions and decisions. Regular spiritual practices, such as meditation or prayer, can foster habits of discipline and consistency. For many, spirituality provides a framework that supports and enhances their ability to cultivate self-discipline.
What occurs afterwards? This video explores self-discipline through historical, philosophical, and spiritual lenses. The video content explains and aims to inspire personal growth and well-being through self-discipline. It is a comprehensive coverage of the idea. Below is a view which supplements the content by taking on what occurs afterwards if one is not stuck on self-control and the benefits that last for a while. On the spiritual journey, self-discipline is usually a preparatory stage in the major spiritual traditions. Self-discipline leads to more advanced stages that are characterized by surrender and effortless behavior. Self-discipline elevates the spirit-mind out of the morass of bodily and mental attachments and internal confusion. However, once achieved, this self-interest effort is recognized across many spiritual traditions and practices as the initial stages of spiritual development that focus on cultivating self-control. Discipline and intentional effort that give way to advanced stages that emphasize surrender, flow, and transcendence of self-interest to higher spiritual motivation. In the early stages of the spiritual journey, self-discipline serves as a crucial foundation for spiritual development. Individuals are encouraged to develop control over their impulses, thoughts, and behaviors through practices like meditation, prayer, fasting, or adherence to moral codes. These disciplines help to purify the mind, strengthen the will, and create a stable foundation for spiritual growth. The video content reflects this singular emphasis on self-discipline as it connects spiritual practices like mindfulness, prayer, and adherence to ethical principles with the development of self-control and focused intentionality. However, as one progresses on the spiritual path, the emphasis usually shifts from self-willed discipline to a state of surrender and effortless action. In many traditions, this is seen as a transition from the self-interest control to a state of union with the divine or the universal consciousness. At this stage, the individual no longer acts out of personal desire or discipline, but moves in harmony with a higher will or natural flow. Epilogue. This video, the fifth in a ReFraming topic series, are my humble opinions and my sincere hope to inspire those searching to strengthen self-discipline, control, and correction. My approach is messaged around how we would have been taught self-discipline by our parents or guardians, just like in nature. Understanding how that happens enables you to identify gaps in the teaching you receive as a child, and the importance that in order to teach self-discipline, you must build your own strength in self-discipline, control, and correction. As author, due to current social volatility, I purposely left out mental and physical discipline, as their development and application may be contributed by the level of self-discipline, control, and correction addressed within this video. Many parents, guardians, childcare providers who struggle with self-discipline have an overall impact on mental self-discipline development of our youth. In essence, what young people see and hear significantly shapes their mental self-discipline state by influencing cognitive patterns, emotional regulation, belief systems, identity formation, social interactions, and ethical decision-making. The same can be said of our young lacking of self-discipline training may lead to behavioral addictions, also known as process addictions, involve engaging in activities or behaviors that become compulsive, difficult to control, and detrimental to one's well-being. Unlike substance addictions, which involve physical dependence on substances like drugs or alcohol, behavioral addictions revolve around repetitive behaviors that trigger the brain's reward system. These impacts grow with the child into adulthood. It can be considered a form of self-discipline for a child to learn and understand that they cannot fly off a building, be a fish and breathe water, or believe they are a cat. This understanding typically develops through cognitive development, learning from experiences, and guidance from caregivers. It can be considered a form of self-discipline for a child to understand and accept biological realities. Self-discipline in this context involves cognitive development, safety awareness, and learning from social and educational experiences to understand and respect physical limitations and safety boundaries. The intent of the video content is to share, not persuade. I sincerely hope it adds value to you, the reader-listener. Warm thoughts and prayers for your journey from your author, Kirk O'Brien.